Hello Scorpio, kia ora koutou katoa, welcome to my YouTube channel, and I just want to quickly say thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my channel, and also those of you who have followed and liked my page on Facebook as well, and as well as on Instagram. So I just want to talk about, somebody asked me a question, and why I always ask about, encourage people to subscribe to my channel, basically, and if you have to pay for it. So I just thought I'd clarify that some of you that don't know about it. So no, you don't have to pay for it when you subscribe. So sometimes it might, depending on whether you are already hooked up to or not with YouTube, you may have to go through a little bit of a process before you can subscribe. Others of you will be but you may be able to subscribe depending on how you're watching this video and where you're watching this video from, and it just push subscribe and it'll go straight through. So but no, there is no cost to subscribing to my channel. Let me say now, the other thing is, so please do feel free to subscribe, also to leave a comment or like or whatever, but also and also share it to people that you that could be interested, or on your Facebook page or whatever, when you come across it. So the other thing that I wanted to say too, that these reads are general. So what I mean by that is it may or may not resonate with you. If it does, wonderful. If it doesn't, then don't throw it totally out the window, because it could be something that's more of a forecast for you, which is why you don't understand it. So the other thing is that you may get parts of it as well. So if you do get parts of it, understand parts of it, then and not other parts. So I would check out one of your other signs, okay, because it may that may be able to clarify or give you a more comprehensive overview as to what might be going on right now or coming up in the near future. Okay, so this is for your weekly read for the week of the 26th of August 2020. So, and like your reads come out on Wednesday, so it's obviously going to be from this week to next week. So, but on saying that, these are timeless, so it's just a timeline really, or a guide, so as to when I put this reading up. So because you could be watching this video right now and it could be 2 years away from when I posted it, or 6 months or 3 months, or from when I originally posted it. So, and it will make perfect sense to you. So the other thing I want to say is these reads are suitable for those of you who are watching for Scorpio and Scorpio is in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. So if you don't know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator on it, and it will work it out for you. So all you have to do is put in your birth date and your birth time if you know it. Now, it's not imperative that you know your birth time, so don't worry about it if you don't, okay? It will work out something for you. So this week I'm going to be using my trusty tarot deck. I do have another deck that's not wanting to make an appearance right now, but I guess that one will, and the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a tarot. At the moment, so there's a little bit of jovial energy around at the moment, with a lot of there's been some shifting maybe, and it's like I feel like I want to move. Now we are on saying that in the first quarter moon cycle, so which is the waxing moon phase, which comes after the new moon phase. So when they mean by the waxing, is like as things are growing, because that's what the waxing means. It's like waxing is to grow bigger. From the new moon phase, so it's like putting out energy, expanding energy. So this could be why you're naturally, intuitively picking up on, I feel like I really need to do this, or I feel like this is happening, and I need to get something started, or begin this project, or continue this project, pick this up again, or complete it even, depending on what it is, or continue with it to complete it. And it's like, it's like, or just continue with it, not without even completing, and in the back of your mind, whatever that is. But it's about, and it's about pushing new projects as well. So it's a good time to now to push it, and other journeys that you have embarked on, you know, or undertaken, and bring them to fruition. Okay, so which is kind of like your completion as well. So but I feel like fruition is kind of like different. It's like bring life to them, in the sense, not just completion. Okay, or yet spark it up again. Cool. And so this energy will be right up until the full moon as well. Phase. Wow. Cool. So anyway, the first card out is the need to decide, with the Seven of Pentacles there. So there's something that may be working for you, and there's something new that's come up, which is interesting there with the newness there, and something that may be already working with you financially, but also energetically as well. So there's that exchange of energy with the Pentacles, or, you know, around finances, around bartering, or whatever it is in that sense. Okay, so it's not just about money or financial wealth, or, you know, or health, I'm hearing wealth, but in material possessions. So, but on saying that exchange of energy can, you know, can be that same thing as well, on saying that. So but it's like energetically wise, yeah, where's that going there? Okay, there's something else there, but anyway, going back to that, so I feel like there's something about being grounded, being grounded, or ground yourself, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on, like a lot of ego stuff for some of you, and self-esteem stuff. So ego stuff in the sense of self-image, and self-esteem is the sense of self-image as well. And it's like, but on an esoteric level. So, but it's like ego as well as like maybe you, some of you, it's finding that balance, okay? And not over pompousness, but also not undervaluing or devaluing yourself. So it's finding that balance in there to drive yourself with that ego. In that sense, is like, you know, having your that self-esteem there, but it's kind of like that's what they're talking about, but it's not over the top or under the top, you know, that sort of thing there. It's about that, you know, and the energy of being and driving you forward as you make this decision here, because it's like something is working and you may be in this indecision space there. So there may be some things that are working, but there's something that you need to decide as to what you're going to do, where you're wanting to go with something at the moment. And like I say, and like I'm hearing and feeling, and probably I think I might have said this before to you, it's like it's maybe you know, that you're not necessarily totally, you know, stop or give up or sacrifice or whatever it is. Some of you may be seeing like that, and maybe something you can just, you know, like build on the side or work on the side with that, this new thing, okay? It may be something where you can, it's maybe in a decision that you're making where, okay, I can leave this for somebody else to manage whatever is already working, and you just need to oversee it so you can continue or begin this new project, which is probably, or just I'm feeling, which is something that is an extension of this. Or another, you know, new business or something, but it's like handing over the reins is what I'm hearing for some of you. So, okay, so then we have the next card, which is kind of follows on with that, with the Knight of Swords. So, well, which is, you know, a welcome change, you know, that might be disruptive. So something may be coming in the way that you're thinking, or something may come and it may alter the way that you're thinking, and it might come in really quickly, which means there's that feeling of, you know, of movement, of quick movement. So it's maybe there's something that, yeah, like that helps you decide quite quickly how you're going to do it, so you don't go too far in your head. So it might mean that, you know, it might mean, or it might, you know, seem or feel like it could be disruptive with this energy coming through, but I'm hearing like don't let others like stop you from moving with it if it feels really right for you, because what's coming up here is like, you know, the next card is the Three of Wands. So there's something to do with a completion of a first phase. So you've got, on saying that, there's something there. So, you know, this energy is like allowing you to move forward with something. So, and you complete a first phase. So that's cool. So clearly some of you will make a decision, some of you maybe not so quick, and some it's like so you don't get in your head. Oh, cool. And then action and excitement with the 8 of Wands. So there's something about putting out your dreams. It's like I feel like for some of you, you've put it out there, now you're seeing this. Now you're seeing it in action, or you've put it out there, and you're not quite seeing it in action, but something, you start to see something in action, in action now, or more in action, because it's like something has come up for you, but to give you a little bit of proof, you could say, or a sign or a symbol that it's like, yep, this is going, cool. And I kind of feel like that some of you are seeing like everything that you've put out before, that something is starting to happen. And some of you, I feel like this is because this has come under the 7 of Pentacles with that need to decide. So it's telling me that, you're starting to see some results, or some movement, okay, with that. And so they say not stopping. So there's that thing about not stopping it, keep going, keep moving, keep that momentum moving. There's also, for some of you, they're just reminding you to like maybe, keep an eye on that, because you may be like falling back on something that you've wanted to do, but not actually, but you may be balking at it again. And it may be, need to give yourself a little bit of a kick up the bum, regroup, and then, or just group, with new energy, not so much the old energy, which has started you. So, which is why I'm shifting the energy and saying like regrouping. So it's not it may be not necessarily regrouping, depending on the energy of what has stopped you or slowed you or got in your head or got in your energy, whether it be mentally, so whether it be mentally, emotionally, physically, okay, which is kind of, or spiritually, or even soulfully, that's kind of slowed you. It's like, okay, so it's not, that's why they're saying it's that slowed you. It's like not so much regrouping, it's about looking at, and as to why, what that is. So it's leaving that why or whatever it is out. So it's not acknowledging it, but so they're just talking about like grouping, grouping yourself. Oh, okay. With new energy. And that, so it's like looking, okay, so I see where they're kind of going with that. So it's, even though the word regroup come up, so it's kind of like, it is that, bring yourself together, bring the energy together, or bring things together, but it's like, okay, like in that regrouping, it's like sorting out what it was that slowed you, why you are regrouping. So therefore it becomes grouping, is kind of how they're explaining it. So hopefully that makes sense to you, or get your head around it. So and that, so, but anyway, because here, this is what happens. It's like there's the Wheel of Fortune changes. So I'm feeling like the Wheel of Fortune here is actually quite good luck. So something is happening in, in the positives, like you've been in that cycle, see, and something is moving. So there's some sort of good luck that's happening, that you're going around, forward, so something is moving forward, not backward. However, it's like keeping on yourself in the most loving way, of course. It's keeping a check on yourself, okay? Okay, because we have the 3 of Cups. So there's something that happens with this, in this journey, with the 3 of Cups. It's a celebration. So there's like 3 in there, like 3 cups there. So it's interesting they have 3. For some reason, I'm drawn to the number 3. So there may be 3 of you in this journey, but it may be, it may be the third, like the third click around in the journey. It could be the third, a successful step that you've taken. Is like, yes, I've got it. So that could be it. So those 3 steps, actually the 3 of Wands, yay. So maybe the third phase that you're celebrating with, because I'm just looking at that now, and it's underneath the 3 of Wands. Okay, so I've got 3 rows of 3 that I'm doing, okay, and sometimes those 3 is like, there's maybe about 4 cards that come out, but that 3 of Wands has come, cups has come up under it. So there's something, emotional and feeling. The cups is about emotions and feelings. So of course it's something to be celebrating. The third phase is what I'm hearing with that. Oh, that makes total sense. because then we also have the Knight of Cups that's come through there. So there's also, you know, who is the lover. So there's somebody that's like maybe coming into your life. So depending on where this read is for you, and you know, whether it's in your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus, you'll be able to understand that. So I feel like that there's the lover that's coming. There may be someone coming in your life with some of yous. And because I feel like there's been a process that you've been going through, and this is part of that, which is kind of like clears the way for you to allow somebody to come into your life, but also for somebody to come into your life. Okay, so it's like, because there's energy that's been cleared. I also feel like for some of you, it's like there's a new a phase or a way that you're seeing somebody who is already in your life as the lover, and you may be that lover, okay, because it's like you've sorted something out about yourself with this whole process, not just this week, but the following, you know, over the last 2 or 3 months. And it's like something comes to an end, but also a beginning for you, okay, and or the other person that comes to you, that is coming to you. Oh, because then we have the next card out, it's starting in the 3rd row down, so it's regret and sorrow with the 5 of Cups. So it's like there is something there. I'm not seeing it as a negative, even though it's like regret and sorrow and it's in there. It's like I feel like there's something that that may come up where you are looking at regret and sorrow. And it's in the sense that, I wish I'd have fracking done this earlier, you know, or got past it. But it's like not getting down on yourself about it. It's like, well, you know, you're there now, so let's celebrate that, because it's come down there. So it's like you're sorting it. It's like you're sorting it in some ways as well, because you're leaving. It's like you're moving forward with, you know, with no regret and sorrow, with that regret and sorrow in the background. Because if you have a look at there, you know, you've sorted some things out, you know, what's stopping you from moving forward in the future, because you see those 2 cups there. It's like, but then those 3 there are spelt. It's like, when I say spelt, it's like you've sorted them. It's like flowing now, those emotions, and it's flowing, and you've got rid of it. You've processed it in that sense with love, peace, harmony, and joy. You got rid of it with love, peace, harmony, and joy, because you've processed it. But there's those 2 there that are, you know, they look like they're empty, actually. And they may have some of them actually over there, so a little bit in some of it, but it's like you now know that actually, you know, you don't need to like bury yourself in your emotions, and you can still move forward. So there's that, you know, you're walking away from regret and sorrow, basically. So it's about us allowing ourselves to do it, or you allowing yourself to do it, because this is about you, Scorpio. All about you. And then see, accepting the limits of both victory and defeat. And I feel that's where it takes you, to that place, whether there's somebody else in your life or not, or some things that are happening around us why they've brought this up. So it's going, you know, it's accepting, you know, with this, you know, grief, regret and sorrow. It's like, yeah, okay. It was what it was. It is what it is, and you know, and that sort of stuff. So it's like not letting yourself get buried in that, or that. So it's like accepting what was, what is, and that sort of thing. And you work through it, and you get, you know, because you're making the decision for yourself. Well, I'm just going to move. I'm going to get over it. I'm over it. And whatever happened there happened, and whether it was you that was the defeated, or whether it was you that was the victor, it's either way. So I feel like in some senses they're going, it's, you know, Scorpio, your energy is bringing you to like whatever way it is, whether you're the victor or the defeated, it's you're the victor anyway, because you've walked away from it and you've sorted something out. You've come to, like they're just saying about, it's about working towards coming to this place of peace, inner peace in your heart, basically. And there's a sense of peace, and inner peace and heart space energy, that you may be like more there with that side and way of that thinking and being and doing, and having and giving in your life. Cool. So the last 2 cards out with the tarot is the cooperation and sharing, balance with the temperance card. and also the messenger, a page of wands, who is a messenger that brings creative ideas. So and within doing that, though, there is something that comes out of it. So there's more movement as to where you're going, because there's more balance. You're feeling more balanced. You're feeling more cooperative with yourself, with the universe, with others around you. So, and it makes a massive difference when we get into that. It's like, wow, you know, when we own our own stuff and we're not allowing ourselves to own others, but we can, you know, we can see what is what and where is where, and it's and why it is like that with some people. And that it's not an excuse, but it's an explanation. But it's like it's about, and then it takes us to looking within ourselves and allows ourselves to like let go of stuff or release stuff, understand stuff about us. There's that whole sort of process there. So anyway, I want to draw a card from here, from the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. So just to let you know that you may see me pick up these decks and think, oh gosh, well, I hope she shuffled that. Yes, I have. I do shuffle them between each read that I do, and I want to take these two, even though they didn't fully fall out. I was going to catch them, so I'm going to take them. So, and it's like there may be something, that same sort of feeling or energy that's going on with you at the moment. Okay, so you maybe notice like there's a lot of energy that's like pushing me forward, and so you may notice there's a lot of energy around you that's pushing you forward and giving you some momentum to like get going, like a nice shove basically. So discernment, yeah, so this is about discerning as well. Like I was just talking about, what is your shit, what is not your shit, what is your good stuff and what is not your good stuff, you know, or what is, you know, it's either way. It's not just about the negative shit that happens, it's about the good shit that happens in our lives as well. And, you know, and it's it's like, you know, quite often it's like all good stuff, you know, not necessarily, you know, it's about, we're looking at everything that makes us who we are. So there's a lot of that processing going along in here at the moment, and also in the past. But there's something about discernment actually as well as you're moving. But also, revolution. There's some sort of revolution, like you kick something to the curb because you figure something out. And it's like you revolt against that, whatever it is that doesn't serve you for your highest good, in that sense, okay? Which it comes about with this discernment, because you start to figure stuff out for you, which is pretty bloody cool. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for you, Scorpio, with my spiritual team, the Zions and the Archangels and angels, and the energy of Scorpio. We leave it there with you for this week, with lots of love, peace, harmony, and joy, excitement, adventure, prosperity and abundance. Okay, bye for now. See you next Wednesday. Oh, didn't touch that one.